I hated the woods ever since the day I saw them looking at me. At first, I thought it was nothing. Mother promised me nothing was out there. First, I saw the forearms and hands clawing into the trees as we hiked to the picnic spot, and once we hiked to the old beat-up car. It was in the summer of 2007 when I saw their face. Mother went ahead of me, having me wait in my usual spot on a tree trunk that had fallen in the winter years before. I had sat there a lot, even fallen asleep once. I'd read on that trunk. Books that some said a 9-year-old should not read, but I like Stephen King stories. I'd read them before bed and it never really got to me. But their eyes, those eyes of yellow and red, scared me more than any jump scare I'd seen in movies or online. The woman looked familiar to me, but her skin was a pale gray. Her left eye was missing and the other one was a bright red with a yellow iris. She held out her hand trying to say something to me, but she could not speak. Her throat was cut open. If she had moved at all, it would have fallen back and ripped off the thin line of flesh that held it together. Blood poured out as she got closer. She was nude. I closed my eyes. Never look at a woman naked. My mother's voice echoed in my head. Time to go. She had come back and the woman was gone. I took her hand and we left the woods. It was 7 weeks we had gone back to the woods, this time with a man Mom was dating. He was a nice guy named Henry. After that hiking trip, he left. I was on a stump once again and the lady was there, but this time I saw around 20 nude men and women walking. They rose from the ground and looked at me. They point to the left towards the car. I look away and read and pretend they weren't there, but they followed me home. Always in my room watching me, trying to speak but only making a disgusting noise, like men on TV when a knife opened their throats. I had not noticed it for a time until I had turned 10. I started seeing more and more of them. The numbers just kept building. But I saw that it was only the women who had their throats cut. The men had holes in their head. One who looked like my mother's ex-boyfriend had half his skin off. I saw his skull and tongue and muscles and organs. I tried to explain to Mom about it, but she didn't believe me. By the time I had told teachers at school, I was sent to Black Rose Hospital to be looked at. The school believed I had a sickness. It wasn't until my 11th birthday I never saw my mother, but when she come to visit, I was put in room 222 in the mental ward of Black Rose. There, I was looked after by Dr. Ezra Smile, mostly called Doc Smiley. I tell him the truth of all the things I see in the woods and when I started going there with Mom and Dad. But one day, Dad never came back with us. Mother said he left, and ever since then, we go and picnic in the woods and hike with a few of Mama's friends, but I only seen them once. When I turned 17, I was finally told the truth. Ever since I told the doc about it, I never saw Mom again. She was arrested and put in prison for murdering 40 men and 20 women over the years. I was told she killed herself in prison, but I had already known. She's sitting with me as I'm typing this.